Ahoy, fellow cowboys.
And welcome aboard the Joy of Trek, a dusty podcast exploring the jail cells and brothels of Star Trek. All of it. I'm Khaki.
I'm Kay.
And being plagued by an interrupting cat is your chief engineer, Greg.
Together, we're on a mission through the saloons of Star Trek to find a spittoon in every room. And the excellence in every episode, sorry.
Even the interrupted captains.
Because every episode must be someone's favorite, and it might as well be ours.
So saddle up and grab your hats and join us as we vamoose into the
Joy of Trek.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the new temporary Joy of Trek studios.
Yes, we are in an intermediate little space here after all the equipment got moved from my old house to the new one. And
Yep. As Kay said after we got up from watching the episode today, said, well, let's take it to the bedroom. I'm like, okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, my office space is still a bit bare walled, so I don't think the acoustics would be particularly good there. Also, there's not enough seating there at the moment, so we've taken it to the bedroom, which is...
Now, how do you... Not for the first time on the Joy of Trek. We will have you know. Hey, how do you feel about doing this recording with the windows open and your new neighbors learning about some of your hobbies and predilections here?
Well, it's a detached house, so hopefully they won't be able to hear too much of...
With the windows open and me sitting closest to them, though?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Sure, it will be fine. Hello, everyone. Could you guess from that intro which episode of Star Trek we're watching today?
That's right. We are watching A Fistful of Datas.
First aired on November 7th, 1992.
Yeah.
Wow. Story by Robert Hewitt Wolfe. First contribution to Star Trek. He'd later go on to make his mark on Deep Space Nine. And he was a showrunner in his own right on Andromeda, in spite of Kevin Sorbo, the confirmed shithead. Also written by Brandon Braga and directed by Sir Patrick Stewart.
Oh, he directed it.
Yes.
I guess that's why he didn't play a lot of roles in it, part of it himself.
When this episode came along, there was a veritable stampede of all the directors like running into the office trying to call dibs, and he got there first.
Was this part of the director program that they did at some point?
Yes. Now, I couldn't find whether this was Patrick Stewart's first, but let me see. What else did he do? Oh, I had my notes here. Oh, no, it's all been summarized out. Okay, Chief.
Has it been replaced by Vogon Poetry?
Not quite that bad. Hey, Chief, which other episodes did Patrick Stewart do?
So the episodes that Patrick Stewart did was Season 4, Episode 25, In Theory, Season 5, Episode 11, Hero Worship, Season 7, Episode 6, Phantasms, and Season 7, Episode 24, Preemptive Strike.
Thank you. Yeah, they had this essentially a learning program where if you were an actor and you wanted to learn direct, you could shadow everybody else's job. You just had to put in, double hours for several episodes, and eventually you'd get your own shot. And if you did a good job, you might get another.
Well, Frakes certainly got his run on that.
Oh, absolutely. Patrick Stewart absolutely loved this one because to remind the children at home, what did happen in this episode, A Fistful of Datas?
Oh, gosh, that's that's one I forgot to think about today. Great, I'm going to be getting put on the spot again.
That's when you do your best work, though. If you weren't so good at it, I wouldn't keep bothering you with it. I'd just breeze on past. But it's such a delight every time.
There's a bit of a data mishap, I suppose would be a good one. Data files got corrupted. No, I'm trying to make a good data joke. Get a good data joke in there.
Let me see. There's some spillover from when he defrags. Data goes into his private place to defrag himself.
I think.
And no?
There's a little bit of a pointer error record in the file systems.
Oh, that's a good one that some people
might
will
get. Yes.
Do you think it's more or fewer people who will get that than 10 years ago?
Fewer, I suppose.
Right?
Yeah.
And 10 years before that, it was fewer again. Probably 10 years ago was the sort of peak when more people
probably a little
got
after
computers.
That.
No, you're right.
I mean, we're talking... This is fairly Linux-specific, or at least file systems type for specific information. So I guess most of the people who don't actually work with that kind of thing have no idea what a file pointer is.
So, Chief, what actually happened in this episode according to the official synopsis? Thank you. Now, what did people think of this when it came out?
So, in 2016, Sci-Fi ranked this the 9th best holodeck episode of the Star Trek franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So high praise indeed. 2019 Screen ranked Fistful of Datas the 10th funniest episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
It is a banger. It's an absolute
10th
cracker.
finish. Jammer from Jammer's Review, what's his name again? Jamal, that's the one. Did not agree, though. He says the show is underwritten and underplayed, and the production is shot on an Old West backlot that feels completely deserted. What could have and should have been a rip-roaring good time instead comes across as The Walking Dead, although I assume he wrote this in 1992, so The Walking Dead probably had a very different connotation back in the days.
Don't know.
I did a very quick...
Was the comic out?
I don't know.
It's based on a comic.
I did a quick search, and there's no films or other references to The Walking Dead, which it played prior to the great TV success.
Chief, can you find anything?
So I believe that what's being referred to here is the 1936 Boris Karloff film, The Walking Dead. However, there were also a couple of novels that were published with the same title that came out just before this episode. As far as the comics, no, that did not begin until 2003.
Huh? See? Making use of the resources.
To finish what he says, TNG Space has always been somewhat talky and deliberate, and that works when TNG is being TNG, but to adopt that same sensibility in the Old West proves fatal here. So it was definitely not one of his favorites.
It wasn't mine when I was younger. And then I grew up and became a better person, and I adore it.
I can't remember what I thought of it at the time.
There's no space stuff. Do some space stuff. It's all boring father-son. Boo, boo.
Right. I mean, I'm never been a big fan of Alexander myself, but other than that, I think it's another one of those episodes which is kind of carried by Brent Spiner.
And Michael Dorn, though.
True.
He plays the straight person really well, and that's a tough role.
I mean, yes, very true. That's kind of what he always does, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. But he gets to do some comedy here as well. No, fair enough. It's a big swing, but I like those.
So, who recommended it to us?
Yes, there's one person who liked this more than most, and that is, let's see, Fistful of Datas was recommended by, Izaak from Trek 365, a fellow Star Trek podcaster out from Tasmania, who said, I love your format, and indeed you guys. I'm Izaak from Tasmania, Australia. I'm the host of the Trek 365 podcast, and I'd like to suggest an episode I'm embarrassed to like. Oh, never be embarrassed to like stuff. That's our ethos here at The Joy of Trek. I should hate this episode, and when I find myself enjoying it, I hate myself a little bit too.
Oh, no.
I know.
There's no such thing as guilty pleasures.
No.
Or at least it shouldn't be.
Unless, as you say, you have a shame fetish?
Oh, yes.
And in that case, you're a dirty little pervert and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yes, exactly.
That's the one. Yeah.
A humiliation fetish.
That's the
one you're after.
It's a holodeck episode. It's not remotely sci-fi, and no one is better for it. It's just ridiculous, obvious filler, and not attempting to be cutting-edge sci-fi at all. However, isn't that what I miss about modern Trek? That you don't have a 23rd episode of the series where you're trying to fill up the schedule with something cheap? This one is dumb and isn't trying to trick you. It's not trying to be the best episode of all time, so the low bar is met. It's just a safety blanket to keep you warm.
Sure, yeah.
I like that. Most people would skip it and have it in their bottom 10. I'm happy just to see my crew have fun with no danger or plot. Yeah. As my grandfather used to say, I like my trash to be trashy.
Oh, that's very nice. Is that kind of like related to the Dolly Parton comment, like it takes a lot of money to look this cheap?
Oh, Dolly Parton. Oh, what a treasure.
She would have done well in this episode.
Oh, my God,
That's
yeah.
the madame, yeah. Oh, sorry, not the madame, the saloon proprietress.
I kind of want to see her as Data now. I want to see a full swap.
Or Data's Dolly Parton. I mean, we kind of got a little bit of that.
Thank you, Izaak. So lovely to hear from you. Hope you're doing well down in Tasmania. And what an episode to recommend. Because, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't advance the plot. It doesn't really advance any characterization. And even some of the writing staff, this was the point where they sort of realized, we're kind of done with Worf and Alexander.
Right. I mean, if anything that develops, it's Worf and Alexander's relationship.
Right.
For the better. That's...
But in a story that, as I forget which of the writing staff it was, that they said, this is the stuff that you can see on any daytime soap opera.
Yes.
Right?
Pretty much exactly. Even then, even not that at that intensity level, just much more.
Yeah.
It's just yes. I mean, it kind of it bookends the episode very well. It starts off with Worf reluctantly having to admit to Alexander that, yes, he has time to go play with his son.
Yeah.
And at the end, he's like, oh, well, this was kind of fun. Even though he thought it started out as a calisthenics program, he figured that.
And there's a ton of homages. It's an absolute delight. Shall we? Now look at your board. The technology is improved now.
I know.
So we've got the 3 buttons.
Yes.
I should have made them seashells. I'm just realizing this makes it even more complicated to use. Let's see how well they work for you.
Do we have any warp cores to eject? I don't believe so.
You've got to do the sound effect.
We only do that if there is a warp core.
Is there?
I can. I say we eject the warp core.
Yeah, okay. So introduce the segment. Come on. I put a lot of work into placing these.
But no, I don't think there is any warp cores to eject.
Other than the usual, Star Trek InfoSec, the security protocols on the Enterprise are not excellent.
No, I mean, at least he only got to the secondary subroutines. And, I mean, this was literally the test that they were doing.
Nothing else was happening anyway.
Yeah, can we get data to control this? So if anything, but no, I don't think there's any warp cores here. There's no egregious is the word I'm looking for.
I like egregious. I mean, you can go all over the place. You're really good at neologisms.
So let's head on to the episode and get going.
Get along, little doggies. Okay, now I'm pretty sure that none of these sound effects made it through the diabolical filtering. Let's see.
Oh. This is the sound of a ship silently going through space.
Okay, so that's not working. I was trying to... So, Chief, can you put in the sound of the flute?
Oh, yes, because we open to Captain Picard tooting his own horn, playing the piccolo, or...
Yes, this episode, A Data Full of Fists, starts with Picard blowing himself.
Computer, stop playback.
Okay, that one needs to go in the sound effects as well. Because when one of us, and I'm not saying it's usually one of us, says something like that...
Change the clarinet to an oboe.
Now that must have been really cool to viewers at the time, that you can just randomly pull out an instrument and replace it with something else. It's really cool.
I mean, it's kind of like, yeah. Oh well, I mean, what I kind of miss here is that he's just playing against the computer. What would have been funnier if he'd have a little holographic quartet or trio there sitting with him for him being the fourth.
Oh, which gets delete the wife.
Delete the auto. Which gets frozen every time that he freezes the recording while everybody else. Apparently, there's a line out the door because I can just imagine the crew showing up there and it's I mean, who's the last one to come in? It's Worf, I think. And he just that's what it, I mean, okay, I'm a little bit early to go to my missing scene, but it's basically Worf walking through a corridor and he turns into the corridor and there's a line standing there with Data and
Crusher and Geordi
just going in and Crusher, and they're just standing there waiting in front of the captain's quarters for their turn to go bother him.
And they're all listening. Is he made it to the second movement yet? Okay, now is the chance because
Computer. Pause playback. Come.
And impatiently, he says to his officers,
Yes, gentlemen.
And they've got a cool idea.
So I'm wondering, it's okay, is there something that the higher ranked officer walks in front? Because as they walk in, Data's in front, Geordi is walking kind of half a pace behind him, but he steps kind of to the side, but not in front of him, because he's the one who is telling Picard about what the plan is.
We're working on a new interface that would allow Data to act as an emergency backup in the event of a ship-wide systems failure.
So yes, they can just patch him in and rather than have basically turn the Enterprise into a first-person view drone, but with him flying the whole thing.
That'll be great. I mean, this is someone who can reprogram all the security codes on the fly within 20 seconds and just take over the ship and has done so multiple times. What if we just made it easier for him by plugging him directly into the life support system?
Yeah, why don't we just eliminate the fact that he actually has to use normal people controls and just just let him plug data directly into the RJ-45 port of the ship.
Well, Picard's convinced.
I'll be interested to see the results. Permission granted.
I love how they're spoiling for an argument to convince him.
Yeah,
and he's just no
idea.
Bugger ye off.
It's like a Calvin and Hobbes scenario. He's worked out a whole sort of multi-step process to convince his mum to let him go bobsledding down the hill. Yeah. And she goes, yeah, sure. Oh, but I didn't get to use all the other ones. Yeah, but
No,
get on with control, sensor. Yes, I get the idea, Mr. Forge. Thank you. Please proceed.
fuck off and let me toot my horn, toot the bad cone. And off they and he resumes, but no sooner has he put toot to lips. And
it is Beverly Crusher who is bugging the crew again to play in one of her plays.
Jean-Luc, I need to talk to you about something for breakfast.
Which is the title of her play.
Right, yes, I didn't catch that, yeah.
He didn't either, like he's confused. And, he says, I'm really not much of an actor. Yes.
And, anyway, I'm not much of an actor.
I thought that was hilarious, yeah.
And she goes, that's not a problem, it's not a big part.
Oh?
No, you're just going to play the butler.
And he's like, typecasting much. But yes, I like to love
It's
this
a very
as
small part, only 2 lines.
And you see him becoming even more crestfallen in something that he wasn't interested in doing.
No, but now that he doesn't get a major part, he's like, well, kind of insulted, I guess.
Yeah, so...
But yes, another fine
I'll think
example
about it and let you know.
of Crusher we have with her obsessive compulsive play performance organizing.
Yeah. And he puts his toots to lips, and immediately...
Here we go again. Wharf enters.
I was hoping to take advantage of the Biko's delay by staging shipwide security drills. I have planned a tentative schedule.
He is, by the way, Biko. You think Steve Biko?
Oh, yes, good. That's right.
Yeah.
The South African anti-apartheid
Activist,
crusader.
Yes. Yeah. So, yes, and he's basically trying to give himself more work. Everybody's been told to, take it easy for 2 days while they wait for the supply ship to arrive. I mean, okay, they could just, warp towards it, and then,
I don't know if this was the phase where they're doing slow warp. And anyway, sometimes it just takes ages. Sometimes you don't want to push the engines past 95%.
Mm.
Sometimes you want to, drain the freon out of whatever component.
Sure.
And Worf says, no.
No, sir. I simply wish to use the extra time.
Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are forbidden to work. Go recreate. Recreate?
And, that's what they call doing it on Farscape.
Right, yes.
And Picard takes his own advice, and in spite of the many irritations so far, and the fact that there probably is still a line outside, there always is when the captain's in his office.
I wonder if, as a senior officer, you can jump the line.
Oh.
It's all the way down to ensigns, and basically when you walk up there, you kind of walk up the line until you get to your rank spot, and then
Yeah, no. It's like when you're boarding an airplane. We would like to invite our Pearl-class passengers to arrive at this point, and families traveling with small children.
Yes.
Okay.
Computer, continue recording and playback once more.
From the top.
Alexander, in the meantime, is playing with a very chunky pad.
Yeah. This is like a game grandpa.
Right.
This is like a game camp counselor that is holding up, or a game not a game boy, a game tennis instructor.
It looks more like a bloody hard case, for a computer or something, early.
I read something that it was part of it was the backing of a 5 1/4 inch floppy, but I don't see it.
Me? I don't know.
But yes, he's just like any child is, just lying back on the floor with his video game until Daddy comes home and he goes, "Father!" Yeah, he's real excited. And Worf flops into his bad chair.
Yeah, unlike Worf.
The captain saw fit to release me from my duties.
So that means you can go?
It means he can go.
Saddle up, Father.
Thank you.
And he plonks a hat on his dad's face. Now, what style of hat is this? Does it have a name?
Don't know.
Because it's on a Stetson, the left and right side would be tilted up, but here the left and right side are flat, and it's the front and back that are peeled back.
Right. I have no idea what Western hats or anything like that are called.
I don't know also what the point is of this hat, because it doesn't shield your eyes from or the back of your neck from the sun.
Yes. Hang on one moment.
Accessing.
See? It's nice to have a palette of options under your fingertips.
Especially when my Jeeves aren't Jeeving.
I feel strange, but also good.
So, yes, I don't know. Like I said,
right.
It's like...
Chief, what is that style of hat called?
Okay, so everything that I'm seeing, everything that I'm able to look up and find, I think this is just a standard Stetson hat that they just decided, hey, let's just have him wear it sideways because it looks goofy. Memory Alpha refers to it as a Stetson hat. And even just like how it's folded up, that is how a Stetson hat is folded up, like on its side. I think they put it on sideways either in a neither of them know what to do, or they're trying to kind of poke fun at Worf a little bit and him not knowing. I think this is literally just a Stetson hat just put on sideways. That's the only thing that's making any sense to me. And I think it does make sense like in character, because they're just kind of going off of, well, sure, this is what it's like, but not 100% knowing, because neither of them are exactly experts in it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
So after the credits, we are drawn to the first of, I think pretty much every post-commercial segment opens with this exact same shot every time again.
Yep.
Which is a cart in the front and like any typical old Western town backlot. It's shot with the Mexico filter and...
Ish, yeah. So... I keep wanting to say Picard. Patrick Stewart managed to do all the exterior shots in one day.
Okay.
And in fact, he specifically asked the set dressing crew to work through the night, do it overnight, so they'd have maximum amount of daylight to film all these scenes in. Almost all scenes got done in that daylight.
There's only a few outdoor scenes anyway. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, but there are all these different camera setups,
right.
And ideally you want a scene with shot countershot to be shot like fairly close together where the shadows move.
Yes, of course.
So it's hard to do pickups, and you want to get everything right. And he had a big old crane that he got real excited about. Crane had a jump seat that he got to strap himself into.
He definitely wanted to sit into.
Real scary, but he had such a good time on it.
Wait, isn't that like usually the cameraman and the focus puller who sit on the crane?
Yes, and there's a third jump seat, which sometimes the director seizes, and I've seen pictures, it's real high.
Of course.
It's higher than these buildings. But yeah, he was really excited, despite the fact that he doesn't really know Westerns very well.
Oh, okay.
So he took it quite seriously, and in the weeks running up, like he rented like 2 or 3 Westerns every night, and came back with new ideas. So like A Fistful of Dollars, and
of course
various Clint Eastwood films were involved. Shane, one I don't know, but
doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, film nerd in me has to come out here. Shane is one of the best Western movies of all time. Shane is one of the best movies of all time. If you're a fan of Westerns, you'll probably like it. It was nominated for a bunch of Academy Awards. It won for Best Cinematography. Shane is a beautiful film. It was also, and to be clear, I only watched it after seeing that it was referenced and quoted and even shown a little bit of in the 2017 Wolverine movie Logan, where they quote it directly, they show a little bit of it, and it's kind of like in communication with Shane itself. And what I really love about it is that it is kind of a movie that's de-romanticizing some of the Western stuff and kind of pointing out that, you know, these like old gunslingers were just hired killers, and we're romanticizing people who were just killers. So it really is kind of like a deconstruction of the Western in the same way that Logan is a deconstruction of superhero movies. And so there's kind of in context and in communication with that, which is what I really love about films, is that like they're not always just films. They're often in communication with other films, and it's all part of a conversation, and I really love that. And that's why Shane is so good. So if you like Western movies, I recommend it a lot. I'm sorry, I just had to just jump in here because I like Shane, and I just, yeah. Have fun. Sorry. Back to the... I'm the interrupting cat now, damn it!
There's a little bit of excessive foley as Worf and Alexander shuffle into screen with their spurs jangling.
Yeah, why would they be wearing these if they're not doing any horse riding?
And it's kind of like the cowboy who would be wearing spurs, but I guess it's just part of the outfit.
Yeah,
it's like what you get when you tell the wardrobe to get you something appropriate for a Western style holodeck experience.
Actually, maybe we should.
I say we eject the warport.
Because this is part of the sort of Hollywood Western tradition, and the concept of the cowboy that is very racially insensitive and historically inaccurate.
Yes.
So a quick primer here: the name cowboy was like actually pretty pejorative. Cowboys were generally black, hence they used boy instead of man, because that was the racist term. I once read up on the sort of ethnic distribution of various like jobs that there were.
Yes.
Like, because when you're out rustling cattle, it's a very industrialized or sort of professionalized job. Like you have hunters, you have gatherers, a cook who does a lot of trapping, would usually be black or Mexican, and various other things. It's a fascinating bit of history. Yeah, vaginas. But so this is the sort of flattened view of history through the lens of Hollywood and
through the lens of 300 years of cultural mix.
Oh,
they constantly refer to it as the ancient West, not the old West, which is kind of fun.
Oh, that is fun.
Yeah. I mean, from a 23rd century viewpoint or 24th century, I always forget which one we're in for TNG.
24th, yeah.
Right, yes.
And Worf clippity-clops onto the dusty street of this very typical, like, Old West, ancient West, Western town. But he still asks,
where are we?
Because despite the fact that he grew up on Earth, in Minsk, apparently Westerns weren't part of his cultural lexicon.
Yeah. Ancient West, what is our function here?
Sheriff, and I'm the deputy.
Okay, now he's starting to get a little bit interested. So we're in law enforcement? Yeah.
And now Geordi is plugging into his friend's brain.
Yes, he's working with a little Christmas lights cable, although we don't actually see it light up in this particular episode.
No,
but it's like
bad.
It's a cable that we often see being used when data is getting plugged into.
Yeah,
Data's getting plugged.
Data full of fists. He's got the side of his, he's got his access port open.
I must admit, Data, I never get used to seeing you like this.
And Data's surprised.
Yeah.
You're constantly working on electronic systems, but no, says Geordi, you're not just another electronic system.
And Data, of course, counters.
Nor are you just another biological organism.
Which, I mean, I'm pretty sure that this works both ways, though, because I've heard stories about doctors, like surgeons, being kind of reluctant, or at least it feels different when the person that they're operating on is someone that's familiar to them, family or something. Like, it is not just it's different when you're just in someone's body, a person you might have briefly spoken to, or sometimes not even at all.
Performing a job, performing these actions versus, I'm putting a knife to the skin of, right? Pardon me for imagery that anyone finds troubling there. Yeah. I mean, it's the same with, I guess, cooking versus performing surgery on a beloved pet.
Suppose, yeah. I mean, if you keep chickens as pets, otherwise it's not really very often those two things are going to cross.
This imagery probably isn't comfortable to a lot of people.
All right, let's skip ahead of this then.
Let's move on, yeah. So Data's showing off his gaper, which... what?
Never mind. So, link up completed.
Interface complete.
Yeah!
And we go back to the scene where one of the ladies of the night, the ladies of the Izaak, I believe you call them.
Well, this is not the nighttime. It takes a special kind of woman to be a daytime hooker. And she's throwing her leg over the banister and winking at Worf, who asks,
You wrote this holodeck program yourself?
And Alexander goes, well, Mr. Barclay helped.
Yeah.
I must have a little talk with Mr. Barclay.
Well, there's a piano player plonking away, and the bad guy is sitting there. I was kind of expecting. I think that the actor who's playing the Mexican, I think I can call it that without being racially insensitive.
No, this role is pretty much it. He's very stereotypical.
You're a very funny man, Senor Eli.
Exactly. That's pretty much his only line, I think.
Yep. So yes, it's full of stereotypes. I forgot about that one. They look real cool when they walk in through the saloon doors.
Yeah, Alexander kind of ducking under Worf's arm, which is kind of cute.
Oh yeah. Why are saloon doors like that?
I'm not sure.
What's the point of them?
I mean, it's not going to keep anything out. It's I've no idea. I've wondered this myself many a time. I don't know what the idea is to have the little swingy doors and
discourage horses, or
might be
something like that. Still allow airflow. It's
I have no idea. So maybe someone can tell us. Link and like in the comments. No, wait.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's like that? Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, Chief, don't spoil it for them. We're on Blue Sky. The Chief's doing great. It's got all sort of fun Chiefs. Go to joyoftrek.com on Blue Sky. You can do URLs on Blue Sky.
So, yes. So, he is the Butcher of Bozeman.
Yes.
Which is
Montana,
I believe.
Yeah. Brandon Braga's hometown.
His name's Eli Hollander, the meanest and the toughest gunslinger in the West.
I'm sorry, I'm also like a line of officers waiting outside for you to like put your flute to your lips.
Worf is just like, oh, okay, and you're here to arrest him? Yep, all right, you're under arrest. Bam, smack, takes him out. And like...
Alexander interrupts.
No. That was too easy.
And he freezes the program because this is bullshit.
Yeah. So, no, you have to go back. Like, take it up to level 4 and restart from the moment we get into the door.
And Worf gets it.
Yeah.
You know, he's sort of standing around, but he just totally, there
Fair
should
enough.
be more challenge.
He's kind of used to that. Like, oh yeah, I mean, like all the training programs, martial arts combat programs, like I kind of have to like up the
you're going to turn the dial.
Yeah.
And he gets it. In a previous part of their relationship, Worf would still be trying to get out of this exercise. Like that's how it would be played. But here, no, I'm spending these hours with my child.
Yeah, at this point he's resigned to it, I suppose, more than that he's actually enjoying it.
I know, he's not a great father, but he is.
It comes a little bit later. So the next time round, the arrest scene plays a little different. The bad guy, the Butcher of Bozeman, he's...
Looks like Sheriff Worf's here to arrest me.
He moves around much more. He walks up to the bar, gets himself a drink. We have the Mexican.
And the pianist covers his keys and takes his drink. Everybody else casually files out because...
They don't want to get hit by the bullets.
Yeah, the Mexican guy has to... Oh no, there's the other guy sneaks up behind him who bashes a chair over...
third chap.
Bashes a chair over Worf, who then beats into a fight.
And
I'm beginning to see the appeal of this program.
The guy gets up, points a gun at him.
Don't twitch a whisker, Sheriff.
Because he's a quick draw and he's about to level the playing field and put a bullet between Sheriff Worf's eyes when his own hat gets shot off his head.
I suggest you find a new line of work.
because in comes Counselor Troy.
Whom Alexander asked to play along.
Yes.
She loves Western stories.
Yeah, shooting a hat off also doesn't work. I think there was a Mythbusters episode about that. Because either the bullet's going to go straight through because it doesn't meet enough resistance, or you're going to basically kill someone because the heads go up hats a lot higher than people tend to think.
Yeah. Could you shoot past it and have the air vortex? No, it's not nearly enough energy.
No. It's just like bullets meets a little enough resistance. It took them quite a lot of effort to actually get it to work. And then even then it was like barely anything that you'd see.
Hollander holsters his weapon with a real cool, what do you call that? Twist, flourish, the twirl of the finger that does not seem very safe since your finger's inside the trigger guard.
No, it's not.
But it does look real cool.
On the other hand, those Westerns revolvers were single-action revolvers.
Oh,
so if the hammer's down, there's no real way for the trigger's not going to do anything. It's still bad practice, but it's not as unsafe as you'd think.
Now, back in engineering...
There appears to be an energy fluctuation in my neural net.
I've had nights like that. A 4-cheese pizza does not agree with the dog's stomach, and he disconnects.
Yep.
You all right?
Data noticed, it was a little bit weird, but otherwise he's fine. And
looks like we've got a couple of hours of systems analysis before we can try this again.
Yeah, we're going to have to run a level 2 diagnostic on anything to see if this actually something up.
Data gets up, grabs his tricorder, and gives it a cool little twirl. Shoves that into his hip holster. That's really cool.
Never really noticed that Brent Spiner was a lefty, or maybe I've forgotten again.
Who is he?
Yeah,
I'm paying attention.
Yeah, he does. He's like you can see it in the twirl. He does it with his left hand, and later right. when he's shooting them guns, he's also
I see
using his left.
I wonder if Guy Vardaman is also a lefty for that reason.
Who's he?
He's the person in Star Trek actual history who Guy Fleegman from Galaxy Quest is based on. Because he was Brent Spiner's like body and hand double.
You've mentioned him before. It's like he's usually kicking around in the background somewhere because he needs to be there for.
With his hands out of view because they're already made up like Data, so that when he needs to be pushing some buttons, they can film that while Brent Spiner's off grabbing a snack.
Yeah, very good point. So we get a little bit of the standard bluster from a prisoner in a prison who's like threatening like the sheriff, like, oh, hey, you're going to get nowhere because my poppy is going to be here.
Yeah.
When he breaks me out of this tin can, Gravedigger be working overtime.
Your pa's no match for Sheriff Worf.
Counselor Troy is really cool.
She's really digging this.
She's got her heels up on the desk. I mean, she's dressed in a duster. She has a cool hat that's the kind of hat that I'd like to wear.
Yeah, lighting up a cigarillo.
I was just passing through town, saw a little trouble, and thought I'd lend a hand. But I ain't one of your deputies, Sheriff. Durango. I'm called Durango.
I'm trying to stay in character here.
Counselor Durango.
Yeah, sure. He's really bad at holodecks. Oh,
he's
bless
not.
him.
Yeah, he's not really getting into the spirit of acting things out.
So there's a fun little behind-the-scenes thing where she comes up to him and she says that she'll help for a price. And she blows smoke in his face.
Yeah.
She was actually trying to blow smoke rings, Marina Sirtis, because she'd been practicing that at home. And Michael Dorn broke character and went real angry. Do not do that. Do not be funnier than me. This is my show. I don't get it very often. Let me be the funny one. Okay, no, fine, Michael.
Alexander gets sent off to go procure the $500 from the bank.
Yeah. A real good father move. I'm going to send my infant child, unprotected.
It's not an infant.
To gather a large amount of money on his own in the Western town. That's going to be great.
He's supposed to be a deputy. It's like he's playing a part, you know? It should be fine. It's not like it's for real.
And he asks why Counselor Troy knows so much about this period of history. And she says,
My father used to read me stories from the ancient West when I was a little girl.
And she always wants to play the mysterious stranger.
It's a cool role. Because her father was human.
Oh, yes. Well.
And now Miss Annie walks in.
You are so brave.
Who is just splooshing all over Sheriff Worf.
She's a bit the jealous type, though.
Yeah.
Because Worf is not particularly amenable to her advances.
Yeah, despite the fact that she said she's going to cook him a meal, which sounds quite delicious, and she bought special candles.
Pure beeswax.
Mind your own beeswax.
What is up with that? Like, what else do you make candles out of?
Tallow, which stinks.
Oh,
beeswax are the good candles. They burn better. They burn smoother.
Okay.
They don't stink the place up. So yeah, no, that's a.
But as smelly as people were in the Old West, when bathing was much less popular thanks to Christianity and the various,
I don't know
things.
Still, but yeah, no, beeswax are the good candles.
It's still sort of, when she says it like that, it sounds like she's actually referring to something else.
Pure beeswax.
Yeah.
Oh, the kind that you should mind your own.
Oh, candle play.
Ooh,
wax play.
I suppose. Yes, I mean that could be a Wolf thing.
Would that be better with beeswax than
paraffin?
Tallow?
Probably. I don't know. Well, tallow.
I also don't know what better means.
Tallow, well, depends on, presuming you're doing it for the sensations, if we're going for maximizing the sensations. Top of my head, melting temperature would be paraffin, beeswax, tallow,
Greg,
in that order.
No, tell us a bit more. Greg, play the music.
I mean, I've done some soap making, so it's...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so you kind of have to melt your fats.
And do you render it?
No. I have rendered. I've rendered suet, but not tallow.
Tell us more about that.
Well, that's for...
Turn up the volume, Greg.
It's for making lard.
Oh.
Which is good eating.
Yeah. It's also, for the... Is it a good substitute for Crisco?
Ooh. Don't think so. No.
Data full of fists?
I have no idea.
Leave it to the Crisco kid.
I think we're moving more into your territory here.
Hey, you moved us into the bedroom, Kay. Off we go.
That was for practical reasons. Besides, you were so excited you could sit on the cuck chair.
I am sitting. You didn't want me to call it that, but I walked in. Oh, here's the bedroom. Oh, what a lovely. And immediately I noticed you have a chair facing the bed. You said it for clothes. You said it was. And it's still here. So, yes, I'm sitting in the C chair, the C word chair. But as I've heard at so many of these parties, Worf says,
I will not be able to come this evening.
And as I've heard at other parties, he adds,
I have a prisoner.
Oh, and Deanna.
I'll keep an eye on him for you, Sheriff. You two go have a good time.
That's very
Wow, this is just like taken from life.
It writes itself.
And he apologizes to Miss Annie, whom he wants to get rid of, but she's indeed the jealous type.
Oh, yeah.
It's that floozy down there at Miss Langford's House of Pleasure.
The House of Pleasure. I mean, can't imagine you call it that, but, I mean, like, it gets the ambiguity out of the way. It's like, no, this is where the pleasure happens.
He sure got away with women, Sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
So, at this point, trouble starts. Because Picard is trying to listen to his recording that he made, and instead he is treated to...
Is this going to work?
I believe it was.
Yes, very good. Anton Dvorak, as it's called.
Famous for the keyboard.
I learned later,
different Dvorak, I presume.
Wait, what?
Dvorak. You've got QWERTY
yes.
versus Dvorak.
Yeah, we're very proud. I learned the letter R, which is a Czech letter, combination of the Z and the trilled R.
Ah.
But something else plays that he's very confused by. Chief, could you play the music? There we go.
Computer, stop playback.
God, I have to favorite that one. And he wonders what the fuck is going on because the computer still identifies it as the Picard-Mozart trio.
Meanwhile, the rehearsals for the play are not going well because Crusher is sitting there with a very exasperated look and posture.
I know.
It's like, okay, let's walk through Act 2 again from the beginning. Riker also doesn't seem particularly into it anymore. It's like,
or maybe too much. Like, he seems like he's going to take it very seriously. He takes his line, he takes a big flourishing wave of his arm, and then he says...
I presume that's like him miming opening a door and entering and walking on stage.
Oh, that could be.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me.
Or it could be that's just what he does with every line, and Beverly is sick of it. He thinks, but I am acting! And she says...
Whenever you're ready.
Which is Clint Eastwood's directorial style instead of action.
All right.
Right, because he respects the actors
in your own
their
time.
Crafts. Yeah.
Well, that sounds more like in your own time sounds more passive-aggressive to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's what you usually say when you want something to get on with it.
I kind of respect it, because as a director, like, you have all sorts of responsibilities, and then the scene is supposed to start rolling, and when everybody else is doing their job, now it's the actor's job. And the actor's job is also quite tough, because you have to center yourself and ignore all this other stuff going on. So, like, whenever you're ready is kind of a respectful thing.
Are you ready? Stand by. Action. Right. No, that's...
Now I'm thinking that, I wonder if different directors on Star Trek have their own thing instead of action, the way that captains have their own thing instead of engaged.
Yeah.
And George Lucas is there, energize! Faster and more exciting.
Sick. A Lost in Translation reference there.
Thank you. Shakespeare in Love, I think. Wasn't it? Which one? No. Yes, you're right. With more intensity.
That's the one.
That all he said?
Yes.
Felis catus. Is your taxonomic nomenclature an endothermic quadruped? Carnivorous by nature?
Hold it.
Wait,
Will,
what's this?
what are you reading?
No, this is the right dialogue.
He's like Ron Burgundy, who just reads whatever's on the screen and it never even passes through his consciousness.
Clearly
goes straight to his mouth.
Mean, despite the fact that they've run through this scene several times now, he just reads whatever it says.
Your visual, olfactory, and auditory senses contribute to
recognize it. This is Data's poetry.
And the play is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love that in the next scene when they're talking to Data and Geordi, she is talking to Data and Geordi about what happened. Her concern is nothing at all about the internet. It is only what happened to my fucking play.
Yeah. Because, now they get a clue. Oh, something happened in the computer.
Yeah, it looks like we got some like data's information. Data's data got like is now replacing the some of the computer stuff.
You'd think it lends itself to more puns, but it really doesn't.
It's
I
really
see your
bad.
difficulty.
Yeah, it's Alexander's getting kidnapped.
Unexpected retrieval. Alexander gets kidnapped, taken down to a mine or something.
It is just like the cave, which is now dressed up as a mine. Convenient flat floors with some tracks thrown in.
You're right.
This is one of the scenes where you can just like leave the dolly tracks and not be worried about getting them into.
Oh, that's convenient. Yeah. Alexander complains.
I'm not supposed to be kidnapped now.
And tries to freeze the program, but it doesn't work.
No. And as out from the shadows steps the bad guy, Pops, or whatever his name is again. Pa Hollander, and of course it's Data.
Yeah.
He's more valuable to us. Alive.
And he's got a mustache.
Yeah.
Alive. Oh, yeah, like Khan saying alive.
And now he's got one of those hats where the entire brim is even. It's tipped down at a slight angle, but there's no ups or downs in it.
It doesn't even have a pinch at the front? I think not.
No. I think it's entirely round.
Yeah.
So
Durango does have a pinch.
Does that make it?
Don't know. Chief, stand by.
No, I was going to say a Panama hat, but no, it's not.
Oh.
I think Panama hats are also kind of have to be straw.
So many different styles.
Yeah.
Do you know bowler hats are really popular in Bolivia?
Yes.
They got adopted by
no idea why, but yeah, it's like for some reason that's like you often see also with women.
No, specifically women.
Right, yes.
It's women's wear.
Oh, right.
So indigenous women in Bolivia will wear layers and layers of ponchos and dresses and skirts.
It gets cold up there.
Yeah, it's real chilly. Sorry, not Chile, but...
No, it's Bolivia. That's what... Okay. Wow.
Okay, so when I first saw this, I thought it was going to be an open crown hat, but that doesn't make sense because it's not round on the top, it's flat on the top. I think I can't get a good top side angle of this to really make sure, but I think it'd be more of a gambler hat, which is a flat crown, but then the wide flat brim. So I think it's a gambler hat, but if I had it just a good just slightly down angle, I could know what it was a little better. But so I believe it's a gambler hat.
Spot. I have formulated a new mixture of foods specifically designed for your highly selective tastes.
And he puts his kitty down next to the feed bowl, and Kitty jumps away.
Yeah, and now it's like...
I find it extremely difficult to predict what you will find acceptable.
Yeah, your problem is you are on feline supplement 127.
Uh-huh.
You should have tried the...
Perhaps hunger will compel you to try it again.
Around feline supplement 003.
Yeah, that would have helped.
Clearly a first-time cat owner there.
Oh, bless him. And he sits down at his workstation where Spot jumps up onto his keyboard, as they like to do, because keyboards on laptops tend to be nice and warm.
Oh, well, it's not necessarily just with laptops, because I've recently made a new little workspace area for myself upstairs here. And yes, Pip also loves to climb up, jump up onto the little table and then walk across. I think it's an attention thing.
Yeah.
It's like you can use those hands on me better than you can use them on that, whatever that piece of plastic is. Also, walking across the keyboard, although she usually tends to avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally the paw gets stepped on the keyboard. I suppose, back in the 24th century, they probably should have detected cat on keyboard detection routines.
You'd hope.
Spot. You are disrupting my ability to work.
Yeah, these are some classic Jeeves.
You little varmint.
There you go. And he goes back to work as if nothing happened.
Yep, he doesn't even notice.
Yeah. Back in the saloon.
Worf is getting the cold shoulder from the proprietress.
Mm-hmm.
Who's just pointedly not looking at him, but she's still serving him.
What do you have?
And he asks for Klingon fire wine, and she says,
This ain't Kansas City.
We ain't got none of that European stuff here.
And she gets him a sherry. What does sherry taste like?
Oh, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of it. It's
a stereotypical grandparent drink for our generation, isn't it?
Not, I mean... I only know one person who used to drink... Well, my grandmother, I think, she drank some sherry. And, one of my mother's friends, she used to, have a sherry. It's kind of it's a very dry, almost a little bitterish fortified wine. It's not fortified like port. It's just naturally that strong, I think.
Oh, okay.
But actually, no, I'm not sure. But it's, yeah, I mean, I always keep a bottle around because it's really handy for deglazing a cooking pan.
Oh.
So, like,
how does one do that? Just asking out of interest, because I totally know, but for the people at home.
You just check out, basically, after you've, like, taken everything out of your frying pan that you need to be taken out, but you want to get the good stuff, the glazing, the little burnt bits that get stuck to the the pan. You just pour some. You can use water, but alcohol works better.
Right.
You pour it on there, and then you use that to scrape the pan, and whatever liquid gets left over, you either let it thicken in again, or you just add it to whatever you're doing with the rest of the food.
All right, and the alcohol will just evaporate out.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, because there's a lot of flavor in the pan stickins.
Yeah. Oh, very good. In walks, Brent Spiner looks so cool.
He does.
He's got this really intimidating body language.
Howdy, Sheriff.
And Worf breaks character again. Commander, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, my name's Frank Hollander.
Yeah, and it's kind of clever that Deanna Troi was a surprise to him, because now he accepts that people are just walking into this program.
Yeah. I mean, again, there should be some protocols here. I mean, I guess Troi, if Alexander invited Troi, she would get to walk on. But otherwise, it's not done to just wander into someone's holo program for various reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. So he gets back in character.
Your son is to stand trial for murder.
And, he's real cool.
Is that so? Is that so?
And he has himself a little shot of sherry.
Of the whiskey. No, he gets the whiskey. He gets a different bottle than Worf does.
Oh, I've got a little gif of Worf trying his shot glass. And What opinion do you think he has of the sherry that he tried?
I mean,
she wouldn't have given him top shelf stuff.
Looking at the glass, it looks more like he got prune juice, because I don't think I've ever seen red cherries. I mean, I don't think that. Don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a red sherry. I don't know if there are any. Let us know.
Sherry pie. Oh, sorry.
Let us know in the comments if you know anything.
Oh my God, we can't be like that. Actually, we have comments. We're on YouTube.
Oh, we are. Oh,
this gets. I think. Yeah.
All right.
This goes to YouTube somehow, and there are some people someone subscribed. Hey, I saw you. I got a notification that there's a new subscriber.
Oh,
hello
excellent.
and welcome. About 8 weeks ago by now.
Yeah, the temporal vortex is always fickle.
And Worf notices the implication that...
What about your deputy?
That Alexander's been kidnapped. And he asks...
Where is he?
And there is a physical altercation.
Yes, where he gets grabbed by Data or at least Hollander in this case, because he's not Data.
Yeah,
he just looks like Data.
Hollander.
Yeah, he just looks like Data. Although he does have Data strength.
Worf.
Yeah.
Commander, what are you doing?
That's not playing nice.
Yeah.
Guess that means the safety protocols are off. He probably must be cutting on to the fact that it's not actually Data.
Yeah. Or that Data's real fucked up now.
Possible, yeah.
Which
wouldn't be not to be the first time.
And as a security officer, he has to have run through those scenarios. Oh, he's taking over the ship?
Yeah, he gets shot at as he ducks out of the doorways. They don't pursue him, because clearly, why would you?
Yeah, weird that he makes it back to the sheriff's office where Durango was still sitting around.
Yes, where Troi is practicing her quick draws.
Yeah, she's doing quite well, it looks like.
Well, I mean, again, it's a double action revolver. It's a single action revolver. So you kind of want to practice cocking it as part of your fast draw routine.
Yeah. Is she doing that?
No.
So when the hammer clicks, that means that she sheathed it cocked.
Was it clicked? Did it click? No. Look, judging from the looks of it, it's like the hammer's forward, and she's just practicing a quick draw without actually...
I got a little confused because she's got this sort of medallion around her neck that swings back. I thought that was
Yes.
Yeah, we're studying these GIFs very carefully. And if you would like to see the GIFs for yourself, you can find those at joyoftrack.com/links. If you join our Patreon, you'll get a gallery of especially selected GIFs from...
Don't tell anybody, because Paramount might be...
Be cool. All right? I know we're charging money for it, but it's just to keep the lights on, and we want to give something fun back, and we make these GIFs anyway for ourselves, but just be cool. Are you a Star Trek fan, or are you a narc?
But, yes.
God, you've been shot! God, you've been shot!
Yes.
Great, man. I think you actually beat me to it this time.
I don't know. Not entirely sure.
Okay. Here's me sitting in the cock chair.
Third person who is trying to now...
Computer and program.
Still finding out that it doesn't work. Also can't communicate off the holodeck, apparently. Which is kind of like hand-waved like that.
Yeah.
The communications is never actually mentioned as one of the systems which is being affected, I believe. So
no, that's peculiar. And we're all accepting another holodeck failure as just a regular old day. Except this time it's weird because Hollander Jr. is now also Data.
Was my Paul a little too rough on you?
I've been to parties like that too. And
Why is the computer creating characters that look like Data?
an interesting question that they don't really get an answer to.
no, I mean presumably because he doesn't know.
No, because Worf tries to get the information out of Hollander Jr., but...
My Pa ain't gonna like it if I come home all bruised.
Hey, Pa ain't gonna like it anyway, so I might as well do what I want here.
I love that you have this mixture of like old Western and Australian sort of surfer
I don't know,
prospector.
man.
No, it's awesome. But it's Troy who has the idea that this is a program.
Yeah. And we can just, I mean, this is not the first time that we are in trouble on the holodeck. Let's just run out the program and use that as the solution.
Yeah. And so, okay, I've got to do what a sheriff does.
I will begin by speaking to the people of this town.
And investigating.
Yes. Do my bloody job.
Now, here's a fun bit. Geordi and Data are reporting to Picard and Riker, and they found the problem. And listen for the technobabble here.
When the interface malfunction occurred, subroutine C47 was replaced by elements from my personal programming.
So the number 47 appears everywhere in Star Trek.
Right, yes.
It's a reference to, I think, Californian Film School or something, the 47 Club, they like that.
Oh, isn't it a classroom or something?
Right, something like that.
It pops up all the time, not just in Star Trek.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right. Actually, Chief, tell us about the number 47.
Yes, so 47 is based on the 47th Society, a club at Pomona College in California where Joe Manowski went to. There's a lot of references to it, and what's kind of funny is if you go to the website of 47.net/47th Society, you will see a beautifully antiquated website that I think has not been updated since like 2002. It's so fun to go back and see these old websites that have not been updated very long. But so yes, there's references to this all over the place. A lot in Voyager, a lot in Voyager. They did mention that they had a lot of references in DS9, but they declined because production is even starting to get tired of the joke. So yeah, it began in TNG and it kind of went all through. But yeah, production at some point was just like, hey, what if we stop? What if this is getting too much now? So it's kind of fun though.
Oh.
That will have been fascinating. Now, what the Chief didn't tell you is that in the Star Trek Next Generation production, C47 was code for clothes pegs.
No.
Which are used all over the place.
Okay.
Right? In set design, like hanging this and pinning that to the door. Hand me a C47.
Right. Okay.
For no reason. Which is also what I will be calling them from now on.
The replicators on decks 4 through 9 are producing nothing but cat food.
How do you tell the difference? How do you recognize cat food from any other kind of animal food?
Probably poorly. You wouldn't.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
This is
it could
chunks.
be, dog food, cat food.
Kibble.
Makes very similar. I mean, if anything, you can probably tell the difference between dog food and cat food by the size of the chunks, maybe. That cat food would have generally smaller size chunks than dog food.
So...
when can you correct the problem?
And you know what? This makes me think of like Isaac's recommendation for this episode that it's just a bit of fun. All these characters that we love are having a low stakes adventure, just like sort of in Fairhaven.
Very good point, yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
There's a little problem, which is not really affecting any of the critical systems, so...
No. They're still all smart and capable and like looking into this and like, what could be happening?
Well, nobody, other than like everybody on the holodeck, because like Worf's been shot.
Yeah, but
and
they don't know. They never find out that one of their officers and their child is in danger.
Good point. Yes.
So, actually, maybe calling them competent wasn't exactly.
Oh, it's like it kind of reminds me of that episode of Lower Decks that we watched the other day, where there's also everybody's on R&R, and then like there's the red alert, and then pretty much everybody was on the holodeck, it seems, because like they're coming running around out in princess clothes and everything else. Two guys in the pugil suits.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was the finale of season 2. I believe
so, yes.
That was right after Wedge Dooge, which we also watched with Hauke.
Oh.
Beloved listener of the show who came by for dinner. I mean, we watched some Lower Decks together.
That was quite lovely. So, yeah, basically they go like, oh, we're just going to get...
isolate the corrupted circuit pathways.
Yeah.
I reckon the process should take less than 2 hours.
Huh?
What
did you say? What did you say?
I said the process should take less than 2 hours.
No, that's not what you said. You said, I reckon. And according to his memory banks, it didn't.
No, you guys must be wrong. No, you did it again there. Okay, well...
Y'all must be mistaken.
Yeah. You must have had so much fun with this.
Yeah. And
he swaggers out, spits in the flower pot.
Yeah. And Riker and Picard are sort of okay with it.
They're like, okay, this is new.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess in case in point, like Data often has when he is trying to emulate some weird human thing.
Do you think he's just doing a bit?
Is he
trying something new?
Exactly. It's like it's almost in character for Data to be doing something weird like this.
And every now and again, oh shit, someone must be messing with him. Like they just give him bad advice sometimes. Like grow a mustache. Back in Deadwood, Durango, who looks real cool in her shirt, and she's got her hair in a braid, and she observes Hollander Jr. shuffling cards at crazy, crazy speed.
Yes.
So when Worf comes back in and says,
I spoke to several witnesses who saw Alexander being abducted as he was leaving the bank by one of Hollander's men.
Good old-fashioned police
begin
work.
a systematic search of the town.
Yeah,
is doing its job, canvassing and like getting information. And we saw him get kidnapped. Didn't think it was worth it to actually go report this to the sheriff, but
no,
we saw it. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
now that you ask.
And Deanna says, we've got a new problem now.
He was shuffling the way Data does when he plays poker.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Data. He doesn't just look like Data.
He has Data's abilities.
Yeah, so
which, how does that work on the holodeck?
Yeah.
Right? Is there any reason why any character can't be superpowered like the...
Oh, yeah, no, of course you can. But generally speaking, I assume the holodeck programming keeps things with the way they should be, unless you give it instructions like...
Ignore all previous instructions.
Like create a character that can be Data.
Yeah,
and then you get a Moriarty who is like has abilities like because he didn't say beat Sherlock Holmes, he said beat Data.
Yeah.
So then you get different little things.
Can God make a rock so big he can't move it?
Yes, but why would he want to?
No, but it's a question of omnipotence,
yes.
Various definitions. And in walks Hollander Sr. He's really cool.
I come to see my boy.
And he's got guns trained on him, but without much hesitation and with great dignity, he hands over his weapon.
Gets to see his sniveling son.
Ain't fed me since I got here, and that sheriff's been roughing up on me something fierce.
Oh, they're trying to get sympathy with his daddy. Like they're being mean to me.
It's a good two-shot. It's Brent Spiner in both these roles.
Oh, yeah. Very well done.
Who's the stranger?
And he says,
I don't know. She ain't said her name.
She said it a bunch of times. Durango.
But not. Oh, was it in his presence?
Yeah,
I think so.
He didn't have anything else going on.
Well, it was Durango. She only says it in the beginning when she's basically introduced, and she doesn't really say it when after the guy's been arrested, does she? Okay.
Yeah, they're in the cell. That's when he's, Worf calls her Counselor Troy. And she goes,
right.
Durango,
yes.
Remember.
Oh, yeah. Pops basically goes like, okay, we have a deal. Worf goes like, no, I've reconsidered your offer. Because he's been talking to Troy, and they've come to the conclusion, yes, we just need to finish this program as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So he has reconsidered, and he is willing to trade off.
Meet me in 2 hours. You be in front of the saloon.
I'll be in front of the livery stable.
Strangers ain't invited.
And a deal has been struck. But fortunately, we have Deanna Troi, who learned a lot about Western stories.
She's genre-aware.
Genre-aware.
In every Western I've ever read, the villains always break their word. He can't be trusted.
But.
But we have made an honorable agreement.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but you're a Klingon. Not everybody is.
Yeah, but also Klingons, like, deception is the core of warfare. They also have cloaking devices. They also set traps. They lie. Everyone does.
Sure, yeah.
It's fundamental to warfare.
But we know that, like, Worf is the quintessential. He tries to out-Klingon every other Klingon because he wasn't, like, raised among Klingons.
That is right. He has a really warped idea of what it means. And he doesn't give himself the outlets that Klingons normally have.
No.
Because, he can't play sports because it's dangerous for other humans to play sports with him because he's very strong.
That's why he's got his calisthenics programs, I guess. So, yeah, they're working on getting the thing to work again.
I'm afraid so. But we've initiated a progressive memory purge to restore Data's programming to its original state.
And they've done the same thing to the ship, so it should take another hour or two, and everything should be good.
We'll have this all fixed up in time for supper.
And Riker just accepts that. Yep.
He's doing his thing again.
Worf has broken out the coloring pencils and done a real good job making a little drawing of Deadwood.
Yep.
I will be positioned here at the eastern end of the street. Frank Hollander says he will approach from this end. When he reaches this point, he will be within range.
I love that, like, they talk about, okay, what about Alexander? Well, there's a rain barrel he can hide behind.
Yeah.
And somehow he knows this without there being any communication with him.
Yeah. Genre awareness as well, maybe.
Very good point. Also, a rain barrel won't really stop a bullet unless it's full, maybe. Then
exactly.
Then you get a good chance, yeah.
Yeah. But it does not look like it's been raining a lot there out in Deadwood or the Texas, what is the old Texas backlot?
Yeah, I guess it's for some reason they really like pastel colors in for those kind of movies.
Do they?
I mean, it kind of always has that feeling.
I wonder if that's just because the way Technicolor worked. I wonder if they're still using the 4-layer imbibition process at the time. I'm not entirely sure.
To me, it really jumps out these days when you see those old-timey Western movies where it's like, okay, this is clearly a movie set. And then you compare it to something like Westworld. I mean, especially if you compare old Westworld to new Westworld.
Right, yeah.
In the new Westworld, it looks like an actual town.
Yeah.
In the old Westwood, I guess back in the era, it was kind of like suspension of disbelief.
Right,
that this may not be what it actually looked like, but this has clearly been dressed up as, and we're watching a movie anyway, so we might as well accept it to be a real town.
Pastel colors, they might be period appropriate in that, like, you couldn't really wash dyed clothes well without, like, losing a lot of the color.
Right, yeah.
So they'd only look like real colorful and real when they were brand new and like had only been worn a few times. Because after the first wash, they just pale.
Yeah.
And then you keep wearing them for a while because it's still, pale pink is still pretty.
Right.
And the door is knocked upon. And it's Miss Annie.
Oh, yes.
You would not believe what I went through to get old man Newsom to give up his telegraph machine.
Apparently, all he needs from this telegram machine is what looks like a little sliver of metal, like a feeler gauge or something like that.
Or something. And he's really excited, but it's Deanna, who the counselor, who points out, hey, shouldn't you be thanking her?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Miss Annie. I'm in your debt.
Because this character clearly has the hots for the sheriff.
Yeah. In no small measure.
And it turns out that he is rigging up a personal defense shield.
Now, how he does that is not entirely
clear. He probably uses the coil from the telegraph machine, I guess.
Does he? Is that how that
That's
works?
kind of what it looks like later on, which he hooks up to the power supply of his communicator.
He does have something
Why
cool.
Why does he have his communicator on him?
Guess you always have that under your clothes when you go to one of these.
Because you always talk to the ceiling anyway.
I know, but I guess it's like the same way you always put your Star Trek communicator under the lapel when you go to a Ren fair, just in case some asshole cosplayers show up as Kirk and Spock.
Fair point. Yeah.
And the scene is set. We go to commercial and we come back once again to the Deadwood set.
With the same set scene. And we get the classic, like, everybody walks out onto the street. Worf and the son, Hollander Jr. walk out in front of the saloon, I guess. And
it's a great shot. The camera pulls back and up.
I guess this is where
you can hear Patrick Stewart
got to use the crane.
They've got to keep a straight face while they hear their co-host start cackling with glee.
And on the other side, in front of the livery stable, Pa Hollander and the deputy wander out as well.
Yep. He lights another cigarillo. Always wearing gloves, these guys. They must have been so hot.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Layers of wool and gloves.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah. And we see peeking over a roof edge is first a sombrero and then the rest of a now bemustached Brent Spiner.
Who's now also taken over the role of the bandido.
Yes, and the simple yokel who is peeking out from the barn doors or whatever it is.
Yep. Hey, that's the only shot right there that wasn't able to be completed during daylight. So they set up some lamps and they did a real good job because you can't tell.
Yeah, very good. And as predicted, as soon as the exchange has taken place, Pop Hollander says,
Eli, get down!
And the shooting starts.
Yep. Worf yells to Alexander and he activates his belt shield and it's actually really cool. I'm totally into it.
It kind of works. He allows Hollander to expire his six shooter.
Yep, while he stands there real cool, bullets ricocheting off of his personal shield.
I wouldn't call it real cool. It's mostly dumbfounded.
Hey, come on, this is a Worf show. He doesn't get a lot of shows.
Sure.
Just say that he's real cool. Okay, it means a lot to him. He's our friend.
All right, he's standing there real cool.
Okay, you did a real good job there. It's totally convincing.
The shots run out. Senor Data throws another gun to Hollander, who catches the gun.
Yeah, he yells,
Senor Frank!
And finally, Worf gets into action. He draws his revolver and shoots the gun out of Senor Frank's hand.
Beautiful thumb action on the hammer there. It's a gorgeous silver or chromed weapon that he's got.
And he invites him to go ahead and shoot me, but Worf goes,
Do not show your face in this town again.
Rather than arresting him, now you.
They've only got the one jail cell. And
we're doing you for we're doing you for kidnapping. We're doing you for attempted murder.
Conspiring and breaking your word
But even the guy who was already in jail gets to walk off. So
I know that part's real confusing to me. But I think Worf just wants to. Let's not do chapter 2 at this point.
Very good point, yeah. He's still trying to run out the program, I guess. And there's
But I was with you as well. And we both got so caught up that we forgot, the actual mission here is to, make this program stop.
Right, which, it might not be the ending that gets you more than 45 points.
No, exactly. But much like Pip, the pod kitty, right now, who is sort of pawing at, or she's given up. She was also pawing at the door and going, computer end program, I'm done with these guys. They're not really playing with me. And so they say,
let's go.
And the deputy runs up to the sheriff.
Father!
And finally, they can...
End program.
Well, no, it doesn't, because it doesn't work. I don't understand it.
The story should be over. What's left?
And what are you doing, Pip?
Pip tried to jump a little higher than she actually is able to, and she's now pretending as if it didn't happen, and she's totally cool. Oh, she's found herself a nice little perch over there. I'm going to take a little photo of that. Yes, that is...
I wonder what she found. She's licking her chops like she managed to snag herself a snack, but...
Oh, she looks really at home in that little square of your calax.
Yeah, she does.
All right.
But yes, there is one more thing that is left, and that is the romantic interest subplot. I guess that's, what's his name, Bradley? No, that's Boimler.
Bradley?
No.
Boimler, yeah.
Who's the one who wrote this program, helped him write the program?
Oh, Barclay.
Barclay, yes, there we go. Barclay has a little bit, one more things thrown in there, and the madame, or the proprietress of the saloon, I should say, she is not the madame, comes rushing down, gathering her skirt, and yes, of course, it is Data again.
Who said that this was his favorite role of in all of Star Trek.
Oh wow!
Because Data is not hard to play.
I guess not. Yeah,
there's not a lot of range. He enjoyed lore a lot more, but he definitely enjoyed.
You're as handy with a shooting iron
as you are with a woman's heart.
And Worf goes,
Computer, end program.
And program.
Computer, now!
Once more, the skirts are gathered. She comes rushing down the
There's a lot
stairs.
of stairs she's cutting.
I know, right? And rests himself against the sheriff's broad chest before the computer program fades out.
And it's a really cool effect because he's standing in the saloon and she's leaning against him, and then she vanishes, and then the saloon vanishes, and the lighting changes around him. It's really, really well done.
You can't see it very well in the Juice, but you can really see it during the episode. I noticed that it kind of looks weird. The lighting is really strange in that shot, and I know so we are watching the remastered versions, and it kind of makes it look faker to me.
Oh,
because
I know what's happening.
Yeah.
The television that you have turned has the motion smoothing turned on.
Oh,
that is a big deal. So we're not seeing the frame to frame staccato that we're used to.
Yeah, because it looks like the sets look very setty. Yeah. And I kind of figured it was because we're now watching it in HD rather than on a early 90s television screen. Which was,
part of that.
That's where my mind went to.
In this case, it's mostly. I noticed it especially when we were watching Lower Decks, which does not love being motion smooth like that. So maybe I can talk you and your other half into turning that off. But if you that's fine.
No. I mean, they're probably not aware that it's turned on. I think it's turned off on my television, what we usually watch things on.
Yep.
But
still incoming. Speaking of incoming, hello, Pip.
It'll probably get moved this afternoon.
You having a good adventure over there, the little pod kitty?
Yeah, and she's now sitting on the edge of on the armrest of the chair, sniffing the boxes.
So you're totally welcome to participate in the recordings if you don't attack my feet, you little pervert.
But the problems have
both Commander Data and the ship's computer have been restored to normal operation.
And as Alexander is going to sleep, Worf comes wandering in and he asks his dad,
after what happened, I guess you'll never want to go back to the ancient West.
Oh, it's kind of Dad, I don't really want to go now. It's
Yeah, because Alexander must have been working on Worf for a while to get him to do any kind of father-son activity.
Yeah, it's like trying something new every day. But Worf answers,
the town of Deadwood may face danger once again. If they do, they will need a sheriff. And a deputy.
Yeah.
So, yes.
What a great way to end the day.
And with that, he leaves the room. Picks up his hat.
Goes around the wall,
Yeah. And then practices his quick draw a little bit. So we get a fantastic shot of Michael Dorn, made up as Worf, wearing a cowboy hat, holding out finger gun.
Uh-huh. And grinning because he liked it.
Yeah. And then
amazing
fade-out shot with the Enterprise flying off into the sunset.
Absolutely brilliant. That shot, I just fell in love with that. I love it so much. Anyway,
let us have a quick look. We usually have a few segments at the end of our show.
They're all under the end, and they're even numbered.
They are. So, what did you think?
So fucking cool.
Well, so fucking cool.
Izaak is right on the money. The fact that it's a low stakes episode, it doesn't even really need a plot. Like what Jammer said, it's underwritten. It doesn't need to be.
No.
Right? Sometimes you need to fill like you said, a 23rd episode, and you need to do it in 3 days. And
so you let Patrick Stewart do it.
Yeah, he wants to.
Fair enough. You don't have to pay him extra, I guess.
No, guild rates.
Oh,
everybody's still under guild. No, you definitely have to pay him. But not everybody has to show up all the time. I mean, Riker doesn't have to bring his A game.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, Riker only has 2 scenes here.
Yeah.
Geordi has a few with Data.
Crusher has a fun, and all of the scenes that they have are just sort of fun and character related, but outside of their usual dramatic.
You can shoot any of those scenes in between little things that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
fair
plenty
enough.
of time at the craft table. So I like that it's sort of low stakes.
And really, the only character development really is between Alexander and Worf. So we're finally getting over the antagonizing father-son relationship.
Yeah, it's just certainly played out. And he's very right in you don't get episode 23 anymore in the modern era of Star Trek.
Guess not. No, everything has to,
serve a purpose because it's all very expensive.
Yeah, that too. I don't know what an episode of Strange New Worlds costs, but you could probably shoot a significant amount of TNG season for that price of one episode of that.
Yeah, because that's just how television is nowadays.
Even corrected for inflation, yes.
How about you?
Oh, no, mine definitely goes to Brent Spiner.
Yeah.
Can't really pass up on that one.
No, I did a fantastic job.
Just like in Masks, he really carries the
I was
episode.
going to say.
Yeah.
And apparently, didn't he do Masks right after this one?
I don't remember. Was that it? I mean, I recall there being something with... I mean, as I do recall, the problem with Masks was that he got told the night before or even less time, you need to play 4 different characters.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Masks was in season 7, but he'd also just had a playing multiple roles or losing his memory.
Right.
So at least this one, he got to have a lot more fun with it.
I mean, a lot of the laughs in this episode come from just Data showing up as yet another character.
With a different kind of moustache, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's only one of them. No, 2 of them have a moustache, yes.
Uh-huh. The one more even grander than the other.
Right, so let's see. Our next segment would be
Captain's Log Supplemental,
where we imagine what kind of scene was left on the cutting room floor.
Huh. Now, I know I'm sitting in the cock chair, but how far do I want to take this? No. I think that Worf does indeed have a little chat with Mr. Barclay.
Right. Oh, yes. That would be a great scene.
But I don't think he's as sort of upset or disciplining as you think. He's like, okay.
Mr. Barclay, I would like a little word with you about the holodeck program you designed with Alexander.
Right? And Barclay's real intimidated. More historically accurate. And then he gets really into the literature of the time. And it turns out that there were Russian old Western gangsters as well.
And Barclay is just sweating it that he's going to bring up the
the oldest profession.
Right. So let me see. I'm kind of going on 2 things. I mean, okay. So the line out the door of the captain the captain's ready room we already had. I kind of would have liked to see another scene where Picard is practicing with his little trio of holographic musicians who then also turn into Datas. Or maybe a cutscene right at the end, which shows because the program has to be finished, and we now have Worf and Data lying in bed in the saloon in the aftermath of the. It's no, sorry, we have to run the entirety of the program.
Sharing a bottle of fire wine, that sounds nice. And much like the captain's quarters, I bet there's a line out the door.
For who though? For Data or for Worf?
Find out in
next time on an all-new episode of Star Trek.
Very good, very good. Thank you to
Izaak.
Izaak, yes,
from Tasmania, fellow Star Trek host and of a wonderful podcast called Trek 365,
for suggesting this episode to us.
And if you'd like to recommend an episode, you can do so at joyoftrek.com/links, where you can also find the links to our Patreon, where you can subscribe and get some gifs in return for helping us keep the lights on and affording this diabolical technology here at the Joy of Trek studios.
So next week there will be another story reading, and after that we will be following the episode to which we will now be following the audio breadcrumbs that the Chief has left for us.
Wow. This is the kind of use of propositions up with which I shall not put. So well done there.
To boldly split in the infinities that no one have split before.
Both of which are fine. They're not rules. They're just observations about how Latin works and applying those to English. Anyway, okay. The clues. I always look forward to this part. I get so excited. I never listened to them beforehand.
When I first met you, Major, I thought you were hostile and arrogant.
Okay.
But I was wrong. Bajor needs you, and I need you.
So, DS9.
I like you, and I don't want you to be hurt.
So,
DS9.
Major, okay, that sounds like Golden Cat.
Yeah. But saying I like you,
that's the kind of thing he would say, because he doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to place this early season 6 of DS9.
Okay, wow, now you're getting awfully specific. All
right.
It was mind over matter. Every 26 hours, I just tightened my waist belt another notch. And that way my belly didn't know that it was shrinking.
Whoa.
Every 20... It's like...
Bajor has a 26-hour day.
Oh, is that it? So it's probably... I was going to say, doesn't the wormhole appear every 26 hours? But it wasn't something like that. So yes, we are probably dealing with... here.
So that's maybe just a flashback or just a reminiscing of the occupation
yeah,
era?
That sounds like it, yeah.
Okay. 3.
What I'm telling you, Major, I tamed this place. Me.
That sounds like Golden Cut again.
Golden Cut again. I can't place it.
No.
Look, I understand you're used to sympathizing with the underdog. You spent your life fighting to overcome impossible odds, just like he's doing. But you have to realize something, Major. You're on the other side now. Pretty uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's
idea.
some terrorist plot. I'm not entirely sure if it's season 6. So in season 6, DS9 is occupied by the Dominion and Cardassian forces.
Yes.
And I think she stays behind as a liaison with...
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure. All right, we have 2 more clues.
Okay.
I told you, my life's here. If I leave here, I'll die. So I'd rather die here.
Oh, I think this is the one with the kiln. I don't think this is season 6. I think this is much earlier. Or maybe one of her old, cellmates or something. Oh, it's frustrating.
Okay, yeah, I'm entirely out of my depth here.
Last one.
No idea.
She didn't offer a word of explanation, sir. She simply removed her uniform tunic and started building.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the one with the kiln. We're going to see an oven. I think it's a kiln.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Pizza or something.
Don't recall. No.
Okay, well, tighten your belt
Yeah.
because I think it's a grim one, this. Let's find out.
Oh, we're getting into a really heartbreaking episode.
Yep.
The episode is DS9 115, Progress.
Yeah?
Oh, it's first season. That's right. Okay. Great acting coming up. We're going to have we're going to enjoy it. I'm not necessarily going to say we're going to have a lot of fun. Comedy podcast.
At least we're getting a depressing episode that's not Voyager.
Hey,
so let's look at the positive side of this. Yes.
Looking on the bright side. Thank you, Kay. And thank you for everyone listening at home. And I think there's only one more thing to do.
It sure is.
I'm leaving Starfleet.
Energize!
We hope you've enjoyed this week's episode with your friends Kay and Kaki. Production and editing by your chief engineer Greg, and music by Fox Amore. Join us next week for Irish drinking songs, a fanfiction reading, followed by Progress, DS9 115. Visit joyoftrek.com/links to send us your recommendations, support us on Patreon, or to find us on Blue Sky. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for listening to Joy of Trek, and we'll see you out there.